guys, Risque here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. So last we left off, this game was just being itself. Just being itself. It's fine. Okay. I'm just trying to get back to the point on the walkthrough, because I'm not trying to figure shit out anymore. I just want to get it done. Allow me to point out your mistake, Officer Marshall. Tread carefully, Mr. Wright, or you might wind up being the one making the mistake. Okay. Let's look at this video for the 10,000th time. So... 2, 3... Okay. See, there was no cloth there. There, how's that for evidence? Please allow me to apologize for my colleague Ronnie gets carried away sometimes. Certainly isn't a first. You forgive him too, Officer Marshall? He's not a bad man, just... What? Are you fucking joking me? Okay. This said... That's so fucking irritating. That's so fucking irritating. It said on the 4th left look. So fucking irritating. I'm so fucking fed up with this game. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. That was fucking bullshit. Thought we were showing that that fucking cloth wasn't fucking there. I guess we should look and see that the cloth actually is there all of a sudden. Fuck this game. There, that better? Fucking dickheads. Bring our attention back to the security cameras. A mistake I'm afraid you'll soon not forget, Officer Marshall. Days are short in Texas, so are our tempers. Could you sum up what you have to say in 8 words or less? Kill yourself. There we go. How's that? That's 8 words or less. Very well. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 words. Not bad, partner. Key lies in a certain locker shown in the video. That locker with the white cloth sticking out. That was the witnesses, I believe. Now then, let's rewind the video a bit. What does this have to do with literally fucking anything in this case? Clip. What? Oh, the white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? The crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Once more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. Order, order. Only seen this. Hold your horses. Sorry, partner. But you got the wrong man. So what if my locker was open? Doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. That... Oh my god. I can't. Murderer needed to hide something, so we opened a locker and stuck it in. It's not my fault you happened to choose mine. Why is everyone staring at me like I'm a wanted man? Because you're a fucking idiot, that's why. This guy is just playing dumb. He really doesn't know. I hate to rain on your parade, but you're the only person who can open that particular locker, dipshit. Oh yeah, I call your bluff. You say I opened that locker, now prove it. Fucking kill yourself. Fucking stupid. Fucking coward. Fuck. Wait, what was it? Oh. Okay. Fingerprint sensor? We talked about this earlier today. The lockers can only be opened by the detectives they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are some people on the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks. So, Sheriff, what do you have to say in 8 words or less? Oh, I got 1 word for you, partner. No. Witness, explain yourself again. If this is a joke, it's the worst I've ever heard. I assure you this is no joke, Officer Marshall. Now then, please tell us what you were doing in the evidence room at the time of the crime. Olay, please answer the question. What is he now, a bullfighter? That's right, Officer Marshall. I believe we can figure the rest out from here. We can? Have a look at these floor plans. There's no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. If that's so, then where was the witness? It seems Mr. Wright has an answer. Okay. That's right, the only possible conclusion. Well then, let's hear it. Where was Officer Marshall at the time of the crime? He was the victim! Officer Marshall was standing right here. There, but that's where the victim, Detective Goodman, was. Correct, unless the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Which also means that Marshall stole Goodman's ID. You're gonna be in a world of hurt, buddy. I believe the victim in the video is Officer Marshall. It was you, dressed up like Detective Goodman. Sorry for the noise as always, y'all. That's preposterous. Officer Meekins witnessed the detective at the crime scene. Once he saw the man's face, he'd know for sure. May I point out, though, that Officer Meekins did not know Detective Goodman. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. I hate that feeling. He also testified about the man's reaction when confronted. When I entered the evidence room, I asked him to show his cards, sir. Yes, and how did Detective Goodman respond? He suddenly pulled a knife on me. You mentioned that oh boy has a knife. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yes, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. The answer is simple, he couldn't show it. As you can see, Detective Goodman's picture is on his ID card. Now I get it. Do you? Do you though? You don't even get that 1 + 1 = 2, motherfucker. If he showed that, his cover would have been blown. Officer Meekins would have realized the man wasn't Detective Goodman. Do you have anything to say to this, Officer Marshall? You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence. We got a term for you. It's called piece of shit die, motherfucker. Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it. Well, you know, you can just make shit up and become president of the United States, so, yeah. Go for it. Shoot for the stars, Marshall. Shoot for the fucking stars. Strap you to a rocket and send you to the fucking sun. You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim. Can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition. I can say I care for your beer, but you don't see me complain. Okay, it was funny the first time. It's not funny a second time. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? I don't know, do I? Because he was in disguise. Okay, gotcha. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that. We're gonna bluff our asses off. I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat. You're gonna feel some desert heat when I fucking set you on fire. This can't be happening. It's so obvious he's the one. What can I do? Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. When you run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. Can you imagine being a defense attorney and the prosecutor that you're trying to beat in this case gives you advice? It's like, here, you're fucking up. Try this. I would turn in my lawyer card that day. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. The basics. For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me. Phoenix, try thinking outside of the box. I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise. Why do you think this locker was open in the first place? What do you mean? There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open his locker at the time of the crime. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later as it has been. Which means he didn't originally plan to open his locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer J. Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason. The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside. So just what exactly is this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all our unanswered questions. I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Let's watch it for the 10 trillionth time. Witness opened the locker and put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness... Okay. If I never see this fucking video again, it'll be too soon. Okay, so... Ooh. Damn. Take that! For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room, though I don't know to what end, yet. Yet? However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him. However, Officer Meekins panicked, and the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. Bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that, so you hid the coat in your locker. Not bad, partner. Now then, Officer Marshall, are you ready to tell us the truth? Probably not. Looks like I underestimated y'all. Hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth. This is why you didn't cut it as a detective. Dumb piece of shit. 2 years ago, if you were only half as persistent then as you are today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we? Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did, all of it. Alright. Seems the time has come. Yeah, out with it, cowboy. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. Stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. I managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15. So, this doesn't help our case for Lana at all. If anything, we just made it more fucking difficult on ourselves. Is it raining? It's been so rainy here in LA lately. I don't know what the deal is. So the supposed victim was really you. But there's one thing I still don't understand. Trace of large quantity of blood, blah. If no one was murdered, then how could that be? Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand. My guess is he's the donor. It was way too much blood for such a small donation. Yeah, you're a lying piece of shit. Okay. So we're gonna press all of his statements. Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's press it all. When you say it, you mean... Do you even have to ask, partner? The SL9 incident. 2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day. Because it's like either the transferal ends that day, the statute of limitations ends that day. It's just like, really? Really? Couldn't switch it up a little bit? Just a little bit? Anyway. Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over. What did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room? When the case is closed, only that case's lead detective can look through the evidence. I wanted to have a look at it myself one more time, no matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner, that case is mine. Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it? Probably because it made him lose his job. That day was my last chance, that's why I... Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman? If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere. So you did it to fool the security camera. And the detective's ID card. I stole that the morning of the incident. So that really was why Goodman started filling out the lost item report. I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor in the prosecutor's office parking lot. You're a sick bastard. The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall. So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight. What do you mean, partner? I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. I mean, you can burn them off. Kinda counts as changing. Under normal circumstances, you wouldn't have been able to open that locker yourself. But he could because a rubber glove just happened to get stuck in the door. That means Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall. No shit. You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off? Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time. Officer Meekins certainly is a one-in-a-million type of person. That's a term for it. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID? I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year. When did Edgeworth get so much influence? Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry it had to turn out that way, with me knocking him out and everything. By the way, what happened to your knife? Oh, you mean this one? I don't know what to say. So you knocked Officer Meekins out and... So you did your research beforehand. Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it would make a difference though. Security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left. However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins. If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there. What was Officer Meekins doing during that time? What else? He was sleeping like a baby. So what you're saying is, on that day... But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place. What are you, blind? The victim shown on that tape is me, and I'm not dead yet, partner. So you stole the evidence from the locker? Actually, no I didn't. Why not? When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone. What? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence? Still missing, Your Honor. Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing? Fire away, partner, it's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer. Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID, injuring a police officer. This is no small offense. Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. You can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary. Not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution. Like I said, this isn't your case. This one is mine. And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with. The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more. Jesus Christ. That case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it? That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. Joe Dark was convicted for his crimes. One thing for sure is he deserved a sentence. I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it? I don't intend to complain about how it turned out, but there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one will talk about. What happened? I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I better take another look at the files. Oh, right. I never did read that shit. I don't know that I want to. Okay, perpetrator Joe Dark, serial murder, sentenced death. Victims were Edward Jones, Jason Knight, Edith Kirby, Rachel Moss, Jeb Bates, Neil Marshall, head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, witnesses Lana Skye, Emma Skye, executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Skye, head investigator Bruce Goodman, investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Starr. Okay. So what? Okay. Okay.
Objection!
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident. Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner. I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here. In a list of murder victims. Oh, Neil Marshall. Are you related to this man? Neil Marshall? Yeah, I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago, Jesus, he received the same lousy prosecutor award you got. And on that note, we're going to pick this up in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, share this with your friends, hit the bell so you don't miss an upload, and I'll see you guys next time.